If I would've listened to people telling me what to do, I'd probably never be right here. In the same spot I'm in right now, so shit. I'm just thankful, man, and you gotta pray. I got my little cousin who died on my stomach, little TJ. You know what I'm saying? He got killed and shit. I got like 1,006s on me and that's about it. But this one mean more, and this right here, I got my daddy day, he died and shit. Got him right there.
Smoking this dank, asking God if my heart gon' heal. Like, tell her, bro, how you slip? You was the one with all of the hits. Think about you while I load my stick. Forever young shiner, this shit got me.
Who died? So I get off the school bus, I walk through the cut. I'll say probably like 5-10 minutes later, somebody pop out the cut, go to shoot, and boom, boom, boom. I got hit on my hip, and my hip popped out of place, and I was just crawling. Cause it's like this the way I'm living. Like you gotta accept the consequence. Like even when I was born, bro. Even though I didn't know what I was getting myself into, I had a chance to change my life. Plenty of the time when I was young, but it was just like this is what it was. Like this how I wanna live. Yeah, I think about death every day.
In what ways?
Like I could die today, I could lose one of my dogs today, I could lose a family member today.
Do the police recognize you? Are they like, oh, that's that rapper?
No, they call me Fulio by my nickname. They got me labeled as a gang member, a gang leader. Like anytime they see me, they take pictures of all my tattoos, make me take off my shirt, and they do the most, bro. Like I go to jail for whatever. Like I had to do a month in jail last year for driving with no license. They made me do a month in jail. Like little petty shit, like yeah.
Hey yo, squad, what's the drill? Some people say Florida is its own planet, man, and by the looks of it, they might be correct. You could just tell by the music that's coming out of Florida that the energy is just different out there. Jacksonville is a prime example. One of the biggest rappers to come out of that area is none other than Foolio, also known as Julio Fulio. But make no mistake, Foolio is his real rap name. He's been through a lot since getting fame and clout from his music career. Crew beefs, death, and wicked law enforcement is all this man has ever known. The latter seems to be the biggest obstacle at the moment since he is currently in custody. So today, we're going to give y'all a brief history of the troubles that have followed Julio and the latest on his current legal woes. So without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. Charles Jones, also known as Julio Fulio, was born June 21st, 1998 in Jacksonville, Florida. He grew up in the north side of town in the Hilltop Village Apartments, one of the most dangerous areas in the city.
The worst hood, the baddest hood in Jacksonville, Florida, Hilltop Village Apartments. Yeah.
As a youngin', Fulio was exposed to street life and the criminal element at a young age, seeing things nobody should see, let alone a child.
Such a bad part.
It's just poverty. Like everybody that stay there, they ain't got it. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? They ain't rich. They ain't having shootings, robbings, tricking, everything you don't supposed to see, you gon' see. You know what I'm saying?
At the age of 11, his father passed away from an altercation where he was fighting a man, and after getting the best of him, the man shot him down.
Seventh grade, that when I realized, damn, he got shot. My father got shot fighting somebody, you know what I'm saying? And the man who he fought couldn't take an ass with him, so he grabbed the gun. Yeah.
Now that he has came of age, he can admit that if his father was there, things would have been different for him. However, he doesn't feel like it would have stopped him from getting into the street life.
And you find out about stuff at a young age, and just the side of Jacksonville I was standing on, I was probably gonna be in the streets regardless, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is.
Still, protecting himself from older ops wouldn't be the only reason he felt like he needed to be strapped in Jacksonville. It's less about gangs and more about neighborhoods and the branches of those crews from those hoods. That's a lot to have to worry about.
Neighborhoods, like, bro, and Jacksonville specifically, bro, it's a million different neighborhoods. And in them neighborhoods, you probably have like 5 to 10 cliques with their own names branched off, like, you know what I'm saying?
Most of the things about Fulio's life are pretty textbook based on the lives of other rappers that grew up in similar environments. Another chapter of that textbook would be not only thugging in the streets, but thugging in the booth. He began taking things seriously when he linked with his homeboys and they put out their first video, Coming Up, and it did numbers. Me and my dog Stunt and Lowe's, we had made a video called Coming Up and shit, and that bit hit like 200K or some shit. I'm like, damn, really do something with this shit and shit. Ever since that one video, I remember taking shit serious. After a string of run-ins with the law and years of thugging, Julio would move to Atlanta where he met Zaytoven, and from there, it was on.
I had moved to Atlanta, and I met Zaytoven,
and then we put out a collab mixtape together.
So you were just doing your thing, rapping, and then how'd you end up meeting Zato?
Some people I knew linked me up with him in the studio. And he was like, you hard, we need to drop a mixtape.
Wow.
And then we did that, and that's how I got my little, I was probably at like 15,000 followers then though. Then I got a little buzz, and that's how that went.
But even though Fulio has been living in Atlanta to pursue his dreams, that doesn't mean that he doesn't go back to his old hood as much as he can. Unfortunately, maintaining his ties to the hood keeps him tied to the ongoing deadly feud happening in Jacksonville between KTA and ATK. While social media has been the main vessel helping to preserve and broadcast the war, it's the music that's propelling the dark side of Jacksonville across the globe. The star of ATK is Young and Ace, and the star of KTA is none other than Julio Fulio himself. According to various sources, this beef went from bad to deadly with the May 2017 killing of 19-year-old Zion Brown on Jacksonville's west side after a man stormed a home there and took him out.
The deadly incident happened early Saturday morning. According to witnesses, Thomas broke out a sliding glass door, walked inside, and began shooting, hitting a 9-year-old and a teenager. They are recovering. 18-year-old Zion Brown died at the hospital.
Brown was actually Fulio's cousin. The person that would be arrested for the hit would be DeAndre Thomas. Young and Ace, whose real name is Kenyatta Bullard, pleaded no contest in the Orange Park robbery that occurred 7 months before Brown's demise. Thomas and Bullard were both implicated in the robbery where the two allegedly conspired to rob someone who was reportedly selling marijuana. The connection between Ace and DeAndre was enough for the ops to associate him with the demise of Zion, along with the fact that there is said to be another person with DeAndre during the incident. From there, it would be a constant cycle of retaliation and diss tracks between both crews that would serve as a gray cloud over the heads of Ace and Fulio, as well as people close to them. They would even end up taking bullets themselves on separate occasions. Ace would get hit 8 times and Fulio would get grazed in the ankle during an attempt on his life where it was an alleged 100 shots that was fired at him. He would then get on live not too long after the incident to tell his side of the story.
Listen, on trading my gun and register, I shot back in self-defense. Y'all dumb. I shot back in self-defense. You know what I'm saying? If I did something illegal, I would be in jail. The police put me in the back of the car, type of shit. Nigga did miss a whole 100 shots though. You know they sick right now. Whoever did it, they sick. One nigga. Nigga had 2 choppers, 1 me. I'm blowing back.
This wouldn't be the first time Fulio got hit either. He first got hit when he was 15 when he got off the school bus. Some ops caught up with him and caught him lacking, and he would not be able to walk for months. This is when he decided not to go back to school and make thugging his full-time gig. Even when not being smack dab in the middle of war, Fulio still has his fair share of troubles with the law in his hometown. Due to the fact that he has a history of violence and he is a very notable figure, based on what he says, what the cops have been doing to him easily falls under the category of harassment. But what can he do about it?
Do the police recognize you? Are they like, oh, that's that rapper?
Nah, they call me Foolio by my nickname. They got me labeled as a gang member, a gang leader. Like, anytime they see me, they take pictures of all my tattoos, make me take off my shirt, and they do the most, bro. Like, I go to jail for whatever. Like, I had to do a month in jail last year for driving with no license. They made me do a month in jail. Like, little petty shit, like.
Just recently, Fulio also made headlines after a fan sucker punched him at a show in April in South Carolina. Considering that he had his team on stage, whoever did it had to feel strongly about getting to him because that's pretty much a kamikaze mission. Luckily, nobody was truly hurt, but the attacker definitely got hands and feet put on him. Nobody knows who this dude is, but many speculated it's somebody tied to one of Fulio's ops. It's really like wherever Fulio goes, controversy finds him. On April 6, 2022, Fulio added another problematic occurrence to his track record by allegedly evading law enforcement after being ordered to stop. He caught a charge for his transgression, and he is currently being held at a local jail without bail, which seems a bit unusual. Could this be just another case of harassment that Fulio has been facing, or is there something much more sinister at hand? We'll just have to wait and see. There is still no word why the rapper tried to flee from the police or why they pulled him over in the first place. So as we find out, we'll definitely get you hip. You know how we do. One thing for certain is that Fulio may need to keep himself out of Jacksonville as much as he can. I know that can be hard because home is where the heart is, but at this point, he is getting signs that he should no longer be there like he is. The ops still gunning for him, and the police won't let him breathe. At that point, I would take it as a hint. I'm sure that after this recent unfortunate event, he will definitely take heed to staying out the way. You could tell by his interviews that dude ain't a fool at all. He's just a product of his environment with maybe not enough guidance around him. Free Fulio. And I hope cooler heads prevail. Based on interviews with Fulio, he doesn't seem totally against making amends with Young and Ace. It's not clear how Young and Ace feels. If they did squash things, however, man, could you imagine the complete shift in the game it would cause if people actually followed suit? It would definitely save lives. And like the shorties say, I'm here for it. It's the people living life for me. Shout out to the shorties, man. Well, there you have it. Thanks for kicking it with your boy. I appreciate the love and support. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all when I spin back round for the next vid. And remember, stay smart, stay alert, and stay real. I'm out, y'all.